Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new video on my channel. For today I want to do something different because I didn't get to vlog during this past weekend because I have no shows. So I decided that I wanted to do a little Q&A video. I had you guys ask me questions on my IG story, and today I'm gonna respond to 10 questions that I got. Without further ado, let's get this started. So question 1. Who is the best tag team you've ever faced, and why is it AK Rambe? So this question was asked by Mr. Casey Douglas. For context, Casey is a local wrestler here in San Diego, and AK Rambe is a tag team that him and another guy named Michael Hopkins, who took part in training me during my beginning years. To give context on AK Rambe, they were a team I believe started in 2017. And I don't know when exactly they stopped teaming, where they broke up, but last year, near the end of the year, they did a little comeback run, and their one match was against me and Gustavo for our tag team titles. And admittedly, Casey, it was actually a really fun match. Actually, it made it to my top 5 2025 matches of the year. Thank you, Casey, for the good match. But I want to go back to the question of who's the best tag team I've ever faced. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Casey, but I already had a tag team in mind.
Dodge!
What does that mean? That doesn't make
Dodge!
For me, the best tag team I've ever faced is actually the Pump Line, that being Antonio Rivers and Boa Silva. Rivers and Silva, I started training with them around the same time, mainly with Rivers. Boa was already training a little bit more than us, but I always feel that every time I'm in the ring with them, I always learn something new. I've wrestled them, I believe, 4 different times, and the thing I like about them the most is that first, their psychology for matches, I think is incredible. They always try to make everything mean something, and they like to do callbacks to a lot of their stuff. But they also get that big, like, high spots. Like, they're a fun tag team to watch, is what I'm saying. And every single time I got to wrestle them, I always learned something new. And I even ask advice from Rivers most of the time when I call my matches. So definitely shout out to them. And this is not a knock to any other team that me and Gustavo have wrestled. I appreciate every single tag team I've been in the ring with. Special shout out to other good tag teams I've been in the ring with. I would say Lucha Kings, Bamboo, and El Rey, and Los Suavecitos as well. Also, if I can mention one more thing about AK Rambe, their big selling point was that they had a pet gorilla named Rambe. And when me and Gustavo wrestled them for our tag team titles, I actually got a picture with Rambe. So shout out to him. Alright, question number 2. Who was the first person you called after knowing you was in the AAA card? So, for context, I recently got announced for a AAA show down in Tijuana, Mexico. And it is obviously a huge opportunity, probably the biggest opportunity of my career so far. And honestly, just to give my thoughts on it, I am so looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna vlog it, so y'all probably see. It's not until next month, so but you'll probably see a vlog about it. But as for who I called, it was actually backwards. I received the call because my dad was the first person that called me when he found out that I was gonna be part of the show. And as I mentioned before in my channel, my dad is a huge Lucha Libre fan, and I also remember as when I was little and when I was spend time at my dad's house, we would actually watch AAA in the mornings when I woke up, and it was sick, man. So for him to for him to be able to see me now on a AAA card, I think is. I mean, he was probably jumping up and down, I can imagine. But I received a call from him the next morning, and he's just like, why didn't you tell me? Because I knew for like a month before it got announced, but but he was just so happy, he was so proud. But hell, y'all better be on the lookout for that AAA vlog next month. 3. Where is my share from my special guest cameo appearance in your Texas vlog? Okay, So so this question was submitted by a student of the school named Ari, and if you watch my Texas vlog, you might have seen this clip. So Ari, to answer your question, one, as I said before in these videos, I don't make money. All right, I told AK this, and I'm telling you this now. All right. Second of all, you think I'm gonna pay you after you drop kick me down below? I don't have a video, but this is the most accurate picture I can find of it. So no, Miss Ari, Mrs. Rissler, you're not getting a dollar off of me. All right. Right here. Shit. Where did Javi Baja start and where is he headed? Okay, we got 2 for 1 there. So, where did Javi Baja start? Well, long ago in a galaxy far away. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna talk specifically about how I came up with my name. So, originally, I had a different name in mind. The original name I wanted to go by was Ignacio Reyes. But the school I was at the time, they already had someone with the last name Reyes. So they didn't want people, they thought people were gonna think that we were related, or they just didn't want to have 2 people with the same last name, which, alright, fine. So I come back home, and I'm starting to brainstorm different names. And that's when my mom comes in, and she tells me, you should do something with Baja. And I ask her, I'm like, is it because we live in Baja, California? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, well, I didn't have nothing at the time, so I said, alright. So I'm like, what should be my first name? And she suggested JB Baja. And when I heard JB, at that point I just thought, well, why don't I just use my real name? My real name is Javier, but almost everybody that knows me, they call me Javi. So I just put 2 and 2 together, Javi Baja. And the more I say it, I thought it had like a ring to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just rolled off the tongue well. Javi Baja. Yeah. But that's basically how I came up with my name. Now, for where I'm headed, that is always I think that's an interesting question to ask, because to me, where I'm headed, I just leave that to a higher power. Wherever God wants to lead me, that's where I'll be. So honestly, for where I'm headed, I just leave it up to him. Hardest part about being a pro wrestler. Okay. So I can think of a few. Right now, the first one that comes to mind, and it probably doesn't help that I'm sitting like this, is definitely the toll it takes on my body. That probably every wrestler has gone through this, but you know the feeling of waking up and you immediately feel some pain anywhere. It's mainly on my back because of all the bumps I take, but it can even be like I have a crank in my neck, maybe I hit my head too hard sometimes. So, and also it doesn't help that right now I'm 22 years old. So some believe that there's like the peak of your life. So I should be feeling good and all. But almost every day I wake up, I have some sort of pain. It also doesn't help with when I work at my regular job outside of wrestling. That sometimes the pain from wrestling will sneak its way into my job, and especially for me because I've suffered some ankle injuries. I did show one where I literally my whole body weight fell on my foot, so I had to call out at work for like 2 weeks because of it. So I would say probably handling that, also probably the time handling as well. This is mainly from what I do outside of shows, because during the week I like to train, but sometimes because of work, and I'm also a college student, so it's like trying to manage all the time. So I'd say that's probably one of the hardest aspects of wrestling, or even the long drives. Like for Texas, I recently did a drive to Texas, y'all saw, and it was a 10-hour drive, and I cut it down to like a 14-minute video. But oh my gosh, that whole drive, that took a toll on my body. So I was like, those are probably the hardest things for me so far. But hey, I wouldn't change it for nothing. Next question. Why you hate on G4 so much? And of course, this was asked by G4. I don't know, G4. I don't know why you think I hate you so much. It's not like I beat you in your debut match. I mean, it's not like I eliminated you from a battle royal and from all your women. It's not like Me and Gustavo humiliated you and Two Thang in a tag team title match. I don't know why you think I hate you. I don't know. But you know what? I'm getting tired of you sending me messages saying that you're gonna touch me. Alright? I am sick of your ass. I am sick of you. And you think you're gonna win this Sunday? You think you're gonna take the tag team titles away from me and Gustavo? Come here. Come here. I'm gonna bury you, G4. I am sick of you. I'm gonna Sorry about that. No, I don't hate you, G4, alright? So stop making these assumptions, alright? I also pretty much just hate the guy. Next question. Top 3 wrestlers that inspired your wrestling style. So, the first one is Kurt Angle. A little background on myself is that I did amateur wrestling in high school. So when I started training, I was told to focus more on what you know what to do. So I will always try to include my amateur background, and to me the best to ever do it is Kurt Angle. So I will always watch his matches, and I would try to copy his style during my matches. A second one that comes to mind is Kevin Owens. Now Kevin is really good in the ring, but the main thing I like to take from him is his character work. He's honestly hilarious when you watch all his character work. Because I also love his promos. He has some of my favorite promos in WWE, but also yeah, he's someone I try to copy, in which he doesn't look like the athletic type, but he can do all these crazy moves, and it looks incredible. If I had to pick a third one, I would say probably maybe like a Pete Dunne, because I love chain wrestling, and I also love the technical side, but you can also be a brute and hit someone hard. I love that style, and he's also someone that I've studied for a little bit when researching matches. The next question, Javi Baja, what is your Waffle House order? Okay, this is not Muscle Man Malcolm asking me that question. Shout out to him though, I love his content. But for my Waffle House order, I can't answer that because I've actually never had Waffle House, which is crazy to say because I was just in Texas not too long ago. But I guess I want to focus more on freaking Whataburger. Yeah, I'm still not over that. All right, as hell. Shit, I'm so angry about that. I blame Jake Mace. All right, Antonio said it best.
You, Jake Mace.
What wrestlers did you idolize as a kid? So I had 3 wrestlers. The first one being a San Diego native and a big fan of Lucha Libre, Rey Mysterio, obviously. Man, like, the first time I saw Rey, dude, I was just impressed, man. Cause I'd never seen a wrestler that was so short, but he could do all these crazy flips, all these crazy moves. And I was also my dad's favorite at the time. So when he introduced me to wrestling, Rey was one of the first figures I ever saw, and I instantly became a fan, dude. He's also being a San Diego native. I mean, dude, just for the representation, I loved it, man. The other 2 were actually the Hardy Boys. Man, dude, I'm a huge fan of Jeff. I even do the Swanton Bomb because of Jeff. But don't discredit Matt Hardy, man. Matt Hardy is solid as well, man. His in-ring work I think is really underrated, and also the broken gimmick, dude. When I discovered that gimmick, I was instantly drawn in, man. I think it makes sense for me to love the Hardys so much, and now I'm a tag team wrestler. So definitely the Hardys and Rey Mysterio, man. They're my childhood heroes, dude. All right, the last question of the day. What goals have you achieved since debuting, and what goals are you still working towards? Okay, this is a thinker, actually. So, what goals have I achieved since debuting? Well, technically, I haven't achieved it yet, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm about to do a show under the AAA brand, so that's a huge accomplishment right there. I also, this is just me being me. I don't normally set goals, like yeah, I have my own goals, but I don't set like a mark for them. You know, like I'm not the type of guy that I'm like, oh, in 6 months I want to be here. You know, I'm always more of I just go with the flow type of guy, because I always fear that if I try to set goals towards like in a certain amount of time, I feel like I'm gonna stress myself out, and then if I don't achieve that goal, I feel that I'm just gonna be down on myself, which I don't want that. But I would definitely say the AAA show. What other goals, however? I mean, I wrestled in 2 other states. I wrestled in Arizona and Texas. I've also wrestled in Tijuana, which that was a huge accomplishment as well. It's just stuff that I didn't expect to do when I'm 3 years into wrestling. So to me, they might not sound like big accomplishments, but to me they are, and I like to celebrate those little victories. And what goals am I still working towards? I definitely want to be signed one day. So that's definitely the bigger goal that I want to do. But for now, I would say probably getting in better shape. That would be like my biggest thing right now. Because I look back at pictures of when I first debuted. I'm gonna put a picture right now up. I am significantly skinnier in this picture than I am right now. I do have more muscle mass right now, but I just want to get rid of the little gut right here. So that's more of a personal goal rather than a wrestling goal. I can give like a little piece of advice when it comes to wrestling for all indie wrestlers. I would say it's good to have these big goals of getting signed, but also don't forget to enjoy the journey. Because in these 3 years that I've been in wrestling, I've gotten to experience so much cool stuff because of wrestling. And it's honestly these little moments that just make the journey all the best, dude. So definitely enjoy the journey. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for submitting all these questions. If this video does well, I probably do another one. But thank you all so much for watching this video. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. Y'all be safe, que se cuiden. Muchas gracias.